Hi, my name is Ana Mendez Ferrell, and I am the president of Heaven's Frequencies. The message that you are about to hear will change your life. We want you to be healthy, and all sicknesses have one source. If you discover that source, you can hit that to the very point where everything develops. So listen to this message that will totally change your understanding. A healthy colon is the key to good health. Colon cancer, according to reports from the United Nations, is the #1 cause of death in developed nations. This disease occupies the first or second place in many countries. In the United States, is the #2. How does this affect you? It is simple. Your immune system is directly related to your intestines, as well as to the ability to absorb nutrients from food during digestion. Toxemia is the cause of all diseases. Special health services in the United States have admitted for several years that 90% of people in the USA have obstructed colon problems. Self-toxemia, which means that it is caused by oneself, greatly contributes to diseases and degenerative conditions. Dr. John Tilden, in the 1930s, in his book Toxemia, explains the true cause of disease, and he claims that toxins are the only cause of disease. If you treat with toxemia from now on, you will not grow old like normal, and you will avoid all the diseases that your friends and relatives have to suffer. By making preventive changes in your health habits, you can dramatically reduce the possibilities of chronic diseases, ailments, and cellular degeneration. No amount of pharmaceutical drugs, surgeries, or medical care can save you from the death sentence from self-poisoning. Dr. Kellogg, the creator of Kellogg's cereals, believed that colon was the problem of most health problems. That's why he raised a brand cereal to promote the proper functioning of the intestine. He stated that 90% of the diseases came from a colon that did not work properly. Let's talk about the whole picture, not the cancer itself, which I will do later. The word constipation, which translated means compressed, packed under pressure. Common sense tells us that if we retain the contents of our colon, the result will bring disorders and disease in the colon. All sick people have colon disorders. All sick people are tired, exhausted, and full of toxins. There is nothing better to stay healthy effectively and avoid illness and disease than to do what is necessary to care for your gut. In our walk towards restoration of health, it is necessary to reestablish the proper functioning of the intestine. Without this prerequisite, all treatments, vitamins, or any auxiliary will fall short and will not be beneficial. Our pipes must be functioning properly. Otherwise, the body will remain flooded in its own waste. This accelerates disease process and blocks vitality, which leads to pathological forces. So all congestion and toxins must be removed, and this starts by cleaning the intestines. These are the symptoms of a congested colon: constipation, diarrhea, odorous gases, joint pain, disease, colon propensity, fatigue, various diseases including cancer, arthritis, heartburn, headaches, migraines, insomnia, diabetes, and many others. One of the most common problems that people experience today is constipation. A system in this state means that the process of elimination is slow. The longer we take to evacuate, the more toxic wastes remain in our intestines and become rotten, and then be absorbed by the body. The more our body is exposed to this rotten matter, the greater the risk of acquiring a disease. Even with a single evacuation a day, 2 meals remain in the body, rotting all the time. Every disease usually begins with a toxic colon. With few evacuations are harboring a breeding ground of serious diseases. When the problem of scare evacuations is prolonged for a long time, it will be very harmful for your health. Proper colon cleansing removes mucosal plaque from the intestine. Even a thin layer of this mucous plaque weakens the body. By nature, plaque is eliminated by itself, but due to stress and poor diet, most Americans have multiple layers of hardened mucosa. A healthy colon weighs 4 pounds. In a shocking autopsy, they found a colon weighing 40 pounds. This is 40 pounds of petrified plaque. Proper colon cleansing along with a detox program prepares your body for excellent health by removing the mucous plaque. The goal is to reduce the time that matter travels through the intestine. The longer the body is exposed to decomposed matter, the body begins to produce poisonous gases from the food we do not tolerate. These poisonous gases then enter the blood system, affecting the organs and joints. Constipation or diarrhea in people are indicative of a harmful matter in your intestines. A toxic colon leads to much more serious problems like cancer and the atrophy of the immune system. For those who have AIDS, the immunodeficiency syndrome, 80% of the AIDS virus lives in the colon. Once we understand the greatest challenge of our body is to effectively eliminate waste and toxins in the colon, we will never again see as unimportant to evacuate frequently and correctly. As long as our colon is impacted by dry and rotten matter, it will deform and widen the intestine in various ways. It can inflate like a balloon or create diverticulitis, that are patches on the intestinal wall, which can become infected or weaken the sphincters. All these malformations take away from the bowel the ability to function. This puts pressure on the digestive organs and glands and prevents assimilation and absorption of nutrients. The colon is the body drainage system, and if it's not treated properly, it accumulates toxic poisons which are absorbed by the bloodstream and form these many diseases from it. Okay, this is awesome what you just heard. And what happened to me and why I want to deliver this message is that because of my work and my passion for the nations and for the health of the people, I was traveling on 60 nations, and that started to create a problem in my intestines. And I was very, very cautious because I knew from a long time that health starts in the colon. So I was in South Africa trying to solve this problem and trying to get through my trip when I was introduced to a very powerful plant called Aloe Ferox. This plant has never been introduced to the United States or to Latin America. And I started to use that plant and I saw the amazing benefits that it had. So for 12 years I've been using it, and then I decided to make a product to benefit not only myself, but a lot of people. So what is Aloe Ferox? And I call it Virtue Aloe, because I really found this is a virtuous, powerful plant that will change your intestinal life, and with it, your whole life. Aloe Ferox is 20 times more powerful than normal aloe, and it has 2 times more amino acids than the normal Aloe Ferox. Also, the therapeutic properties of Aloe Ferox has a lot of antioxidants and a lot of benefits that will help you in a lot of problems such as migraines, such as constipation, diarrhea, diabetes, all kind of problems as we saw in the video. So this is a product that will change your life.